Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that all bell notification. In that way you won't miss any time I publish a new video. Also to mention, I started some new YouTube channels, so be sure to check them out in the description below. Alright, so what are we going to be doing today? Well, today we'll be making... Okay guys, so I'm going to do some blackened lionfish. So this is a lionfish that I have here that I bought, and I'm going to do blackened lionfish. So first I'm going to rinse it out with some lime juice, then I'm going to pat it dry, and then we'll move on to the next process. What I'm going to do is cut off the rest of the spines here. I don't know why they didn't cut this off before selling it, but I'm just going to cut it off completely now. I mean, if they were going to do this, as far as I'm concerned, then they should have cut it completely off for me. Alright, so guys, let me get to cutting off this and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've cut off the spines, as you can see here. So now I'm going to try to cut my fillet pieces. Excuse my cat in the background there. My cat usually likes to eat the chicken fat when I'm cleaning chicken, and this time around, of course, I don't have chicken, but he still thinks it's chicken, so he's crying for food. But anyway, so let me see if I can cut this now into like fillets. This is the first time I'm actually working with lionfish. I have never worked with it before. I do like it. I've tasted it in restaurants, and I do like the lionfish, but I've never tried to cut it and clean it. Well, I don't really need, well, I did have to clean up the spines, but so see, I'm feeling a bone here in the middle. Alright, so I have one piece here. Let's see if I can get the other side out. So, I think there's a bone in there. So this is our other side. I'll cut this piece off here. This is our other side of the fish. Trying to see if there's any bones. Here there is, but I'll have to leave that in. So here we have, guys, our two fillets of lionfish. As you can see, it's not much. I will still, even though this has a bone in it, I will still fry this as well. So you'll season all of that up. Alright, so let's get to putting some lime juice on this. My limes, I don't really have much lime juice in these limes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is dry my fish completely so that I can put my blackened seasoning on my fish. So I need to dry this very well in order to do that. Okay, so I'm going to be using for my blackened spice a Creole seasoning mix that I made. I will leave a link in the description so you can see how I made my homemade Creole seasoning mix. It has salt and everything in it. So I'm going to use this as my blackened spice in order to season my fish. So what I did here was transferred how much spice I was going to use in a smaller container so that I wouldn't contaminate my bottle of seasoning. So I just poured over in a smaller container what I would want to use so as not to contaminate the whole batch. Okay, I'm just gonna put this into the fridge for a while until I'm ready to cook my fish. But of course, about half an hour before I'm ready to cook my fish, I'm going to take it out of the fridge so it will come to room temperature. Okay guys, so to make our blackened fish, we use a cast iron pan here. I'm going to be using some ghee or clarified butter. You can use regular butter if you wish. You can also use oil if you wish, but I'll be using the ghee. And when we put the fish in, we're going to leave it because we want to get blackened fish. So as we put it on, we're just going to leave it so it will blacken. So because my fillets are thin, I will leave it to cook on this side for 2 minutes, and then I will turn it over and cook it on the other side for another 2 minutes or so. Okay, so let's turn it over now. Whoa. I'm just pressing it down because of the skin side, it's coiling up, and I wanted to make sure it makes contact with the pan so that I can get a good sear on it. What I'm going to do is after I cook it on this side, I'm going to flip it over one more time just to get this side a little more blackened. So I'll probably cook it for another minute or so on this side. Alright, so my timer has gone off. I'm going to flip this one more time again. I washed my utensil here so that it's not contaminated. Let's give this one more flip. see, this is our other side.